assault on Judeo-Christian morality, on the principles that built this country. We're seeing an assault on our kids. I'm a parent, and I got to say, I'm a parent of two daughters, and it is frightening to be a parent right now, to look at the images, to look at the perversion that is assaulting our kids, that they get from every direction. You turn on the television and it's what they see, whether it's the Super Bowl or whether it's the week before the Grammys, where we saw a non-binary musician dressed as the devil dancing in what was essentially a satanic ritual on national television, with all of Hollywood sitting there applauding and celebrating devil worship. It is the consequence of something that happened starting decades ago, which is the radical left seized the organs of transmission of ideas. They took over education, K through 12 education. They took over universities. They took over journalism, and they took over entertainment. They took over Hollywood and movies and TVs and sports and music. And it is a constant effort attacking our children. I believe, Anna, the way to respond to that is that we should be happy warriors. We don't respond in kind. We don't respond with anger and rage and bitterness that we see from the left. But we respond as happy warriors. We respond with truth. We respond with joy. And this assault is coming relentlessly at our kids. I mentioned a minute ago the efforts from the left to fund surgical centers engaged in mutilating children, to sterilize them, to remove their genitals, to change their physical gender, in many instances at an age where they're far too young to know what they want, where they're far too young to have the maturity to make a decision. If a child, if a hospital carries out a procedure that sterilizes a child, that child, when he or she becomes an adult, they may come back and wish they could have children, wish they could reverse the results of those hormones or that surgery, and yet there's no going back. And I think it is child abuse to do that to kids, and we should instead speak the voice of truth, the voice of joy, the voice of being a happy warrior. And you know, Anna, you pointed out also that this is an assault on our nation's founders. We see a relentless assault on Washington, on Jefferson, on Lincoln, on the principles that built this country. You know, the Declaration of Independence says so powerfully, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and that they are endowed by their Creator with certain and unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Those are bold, beautiful, eternal principles. Our rights come from God, and we need to champion them and defend them.